In this video, I'm going to show you how you can get out of the spam as soon as possible, and I will show you the exact strategy that we use for our clients in our agency to make sure they are never landing on the spam. And if your sender reputation is low, how to make it high. This strategy will really help for you. So let me just dive into my screen and let's start this video. So first, let's understand like what is email deliverability. Email deliverability is basically like your domain reputation. Think of it like a score for your email. If your score is good, you land on the main inbox. If your score is mid, you basically land on the promotion tab. Or if your score is really bad, then you basically land on the spam folder. Now let's understand like why it is important. The reason why your email deliverability is so important is because more people see your email, the more sales your email will generate, right? You can see this like diagram in the screen. So you can see like lower opens, fewer orders. So let's just give an example, right? You are sending an email to 10,000 subscribers. So 10,000 subscribers basically received your email. Out of those 10,000 subscribers, the openers are only 20%. That's 2,000 subscribers only. If this is the case, then most of your like emails are either landing on the promotion tab or the spam tab. And out of those like 2,000 subscribers, only 1% purchase. That's like 20 orders. Now let's see another scenario where you sent out an email to 10,000 subscribers, and out of those 10,000 subscribers, you are like 60% open rate. That's like 6,000 subscribers. Then the 1% of that 6,000 is basically 60. Right, so you can clearly see like the difference. Lower open rate is fewer orders, higher open rate is more orders, because with like 20% open rate, even if you get one conversion, that's like 20 orders, and with like 6,000 like openers, the 1% is basically 60 orders. So because your like domain reputation is good, you are basically like getting 40 more orders if your domain reputation was bad, if that made sense. But yeah, domain reputation is really important because that ensures your most of the like emails are basically landing on the inbox, not in the promotion or on the spam, right? So why are you in spam right now? Let's assume like your domain like settings like SPF, like DKIM, DMARC and everything all are like great, but you are still ending up in the spam. These are the two reasons that might be why. Because your email are simply like boring and people see your subject line and they just ignore it, because people like receive a lot of emails daily, and if your subject line doesn't grab their attention and it is not like full of curiosity, like they want to open it, then your email will never be opened and people will simply ignore it, right? And basically you are sending to the dead list. People stop opening and Google noticed. Even if your deliverability is like awesome and your email is like shit, then whenever like you go to inbox, people won't open it basically by seeing your subject line. And basically if you are sending to the dead list who are like never engaging with your emails, and you are basically sending to those people and again and again, then Google will notice, yeah, like this brand is sending out the emails but people are not opening it. So why is this like brand basically sending the emails again and again to the same person? So they will just like flag you and you will start landing on the spam again. And yeah, like winning the trust of the inbox provider is really important, because once you like win their trust, you won't like land on the spam, and most of your emails are always gonna be on the inbox, right? Because they are the one basically like deciding whether your email will go on promotion, inbox or the spam. Now next is like the strategy that I'm gonna tell you, that is basically like a 6-week reset plan to improve your email deliverability. So step 1 is basically to build a 4 engagement segment, and you can use like this condition. So whenever somebody opened the email at least once in the last 14 days, 30 days, 60 days and 90 days, and make sure like they are not suppressed from email marketing and the bounce count is 0. Normally people don't do like this bounce count, but bounce count is really important. And these are your warm audience, so only send email to these people. If your domain reputation is really bad, then only send your like few marketing like campaigns to the people who are basically opening in the last like 14 days. Because if people are not consistently opening your email on the last 14 days, then you are basically sending to the more engaged like segment, and Google will notice that, and like they will be like, yeah, this is like a legitimate sender, they are sending good emails, right? And people are opening it, so there is high chance you will land again on the inbox. And once you are getting like good response on like the 14 days engaged segment, then you basically like level up, like you are basically sending to the 30-day engaged, and once you get a good response, like good open rates over there, then you are basically like improving it to like 60 and then the 90. right? The step 2 is basically pause your most of the flows. So keep only the high performing ones. The high performing flows are basically like the welcome flow, cart abandonment, checkout, and browse abandonment if it's performing well, and then the post purchase email, because these are the emails people will like open most, because on the welcome flow, like the people are basically giving the emails on the pop-up and they're basically receiving the code on the like the inbox, so there's high chance they will open for the code too. And the cart and checkout also has like a significant higher open rate. And the post purchase email, like once people purchase, like they are always basically curious about what is happening to their order, so they will open these like type of email flows. And then like basically pause out all like other flows like back in stock flow, like site abandonment flow. If you have like win back flow or like the replenishment flow, just pause that, right? And basically third step is basically to send out 2 to 3 campaigns depending upon your current deliverability a week. Yeah, I know that sounds a lot, but if you're sending like more email like every week to your like subscribers, those who are engaging, then your like sender reputation will increase faster, right? And only send like the emails to like first 14 days engaged, and make sure like you are not like constantly like sending them again and again. Make sure like you are segmenting them, like if somebody has opened it more than 2 times, 3 times, or if somebody has like clicked email, so I get into that, just do this, right? And make sure like you're only sending out the plain text email, because the design based one is heavy, so there's not like great chance that you will land in the inbox. There's like high chance you land on the promotion if your like deliverability is bad. So make sure like you're only sending out the plain text email. And the third step is basically maintenance. So as I mentioned before, whenever like your deliverability is improving, just make sure like you are leveling up the segments that you are sending to. For example, if you're sending to like 14, you are getting great response, level it to like 30. After like you get the great response over the level it to like 60, and then to the 90, right? And once your deliverability is back on track, stick to like sending to 90-day segment only. And then basically like send 1 email a month to your whole list, just to make sure like some people might come back to your like engaged like list. And keep subject line strong, content fun, and stop like basically relying on those basic templates. Make sure like your emails are onto the brand and people are interested in opening your emails, right? So this is basically like 4 steps. Here is like third, but these are like the 4 steps that you basically need to follow, and this all will take around like 5 to 6 weeks, and you will be back on track with your email deliverability. So now let me just give you one real life example of how we improved a brand's email deliverability. So we used this exact reset plan for a brand that was basically stocked at 23% open rate, and after like 6 weeks they were hitting like 60% open rate, right? So the revenue from the emails basically went from 900 euros to 5,700 euros per campaign. We are sending to the same segment. The only difference was our deliverability was great. Previously like the deliverability was bad. And no discount, just better content and a clean list. So here you can see like the deliverability score, the open rates are high, the click rates are high, good bounce rate, the good unsubscribe rate, as well as spam rate, right? And before you can see like the same list, like the open rate is only like 23%, like 2000 something, like 193 recipient opened. Click rate you can see over here, like 900 like euros only. And after we improved the email deliverability, the open was 64%. You can see like 6,688 like subscribers opened the email, 5.2 like click rate, and you can see like the revenue too, right? So this is really important, because more people see your email, more people will purchase. That's the simple formula, and that's the truth at the end of the day. And yeah, so if you're stuck in spam, like this is how you get out. Don't overthink it. Send better emails, send to the people who actually open, and make sure like you are not sending to any subscribers who have like made you as spam, marked you as spam, or bounced, or like suppressed emails. And if you're a brand owner doing over $30,000 per month and you are really like stuck, like your emails are just landing on the spam, then just book down a call with me. We'll like personally help you like basically improve your deliverability. And if you're interested, you can also like take our like email and SMS marketing service for your business, where we ensure that like you are at least generating 21% of your revenue through emails, or like even 50 or like 60, right? So yeah, if you are interested, just book down a call with me. And thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate it.